Let's start with your reading, Virgo. Today, we are going to look into your recent past, current energies, and near future. And then we will immediately clarify in order to find out more details about your messages. Now, let's begin right away with your reading. Okay, look at this ending over here. The Nine of Cups and the Sun. There is definitely something to look forward to, but we'll have to see how to actually get there. See, there is definitely a possibility here to manifest something really beautiful, but we need to make sure that you find your right way towards it. So, first of all, the main energy for the reading, the Magician. You are currently in manifestation mode. And just like the Magician, you manifest through your focus. You manifest what you focus on. The Magician really comes up as a warning, actually. It comes up to remind you that if you focus on the negatives of the situation, then the negatives will amplify around you. If you focus on the positives and try to interpret whatever is happening around you in a constructive way, even when it hurts, then you're going to get out of this stronger than before, better than before. Is it easy? Not at all. When you're hurting, focusing on the positives feels impossible. It feels mean almost because you want to process that pain. But this card reminds you that there is a time for everything, a time for healing, and then a time for standing back up and get higher than you've been before. And this is the time to stand back up, Virgo. In the recent past, the Hangman, the Nine of Pentacles, could it be any slower? I see right here something that has really been bugging you because you haven't seen the end of it. It feels like the situation never ends. This pain, this process that you're going through, you don't see the end of it. But also what I see here is a connection that you were deeply invested into, something you built expectations around, and overall, someone you lowered your guard for because they really appear to be trustworthy, at least at first. They seem to really check all the boxes for you. It was just the right time. It felt right. I see also, especially considering the next few cards, that this might be a karmic relationship. And with every karmic connection, we have a lesson to learn, something that eventually will enrich you, but that also comes at a cost. The cost of seeing things evolving in a way that maybe you did not expect. And at times, it can hurt a little bit or a lot. We'll see what this is about when we clarify. In the current energies, I see you really here trying to make the best out of it, but it ain't easy. Right here, you're working on gaining control back in your life, Virgo. I see it. It's clear that currently you're going through a lot, Nine of Swords, but nevertheless, you are still standing and walking, knowing deep down that there is something better for you out there, knowing that this is not the end. This is not the end of the road for you. As I usually say, negative things in life are only as permanent as you allow them to be. And there is, in this current situation, something that will evolve depending on what you focus on. Back to the Magician's energy, okay? There is something happening now which will determine the outcome in the next few years for you. And you don't know it yet. We'll come back to this, trying to find out more details about that. Now, look at this, finally, in the near future. Throughout the whole reading, I got the feeling that very often you find yourself thinking, even if just subconsciously, that the happy times are in the past. And that at this point, it's just going to be bittersweet memories and nothing new. But you are so wrong, Virgo. So wrong about this. The best is yet to come for you. The happiest days actually are ahead of you. And we start seeing it here with these energies. This is extreme happiness, fulfillment, expansion. Optimism as well, nothing but good feelings. And it's all given by some sort of wish coming true, new beginning, new cycle that is starting for you and that we'll dig deep into as soon as we clarify, okay? I'm excited for you. So let's start clarifying and let's begin with your recent past. Soulmates. Oof. 3 of Wands and 5 of Pentacles, I see. Life map as well, very important. You know, right here we see clearly something that you thought it was going to last forever, something that you thought you'd never be without. And eventually we see how someone moved away and you were left with this 5 of Pentacles, a feeling of loss. You know, it's true that not all the relationships that end were relationships that were not worth having. Some of them, yes, don't last forever, but they teach us a lesson that will last forever. And we'll get to it in a second. What I do see right away is that this person leaving, 3 of Wands, or acting in a way that made you leave, made you decide to leave perhaps, it was a blessing in disguise for you. First of all, they gave you the opportunity to find someone better, something better. And second of all, they did change your path, life map. They did change something for you that you would have not aimed for unless you went through the specific situation and this disappointment as well. They change your trajectory in life, in your map, and the direction you're going towards right now. It's absolutely beautiful, taking you to a place where you might end up being at your happiest, but you need to follow a specific path to go there. I saw it at first and I keep seeing it now. This is not a certainty, it's a possibility. How to get there? Let's find out. But first of all, let's see what's going on in the present and let's clarify the current energy. Ace of Wands, 8 of Cups, and the Peacemaker with the bridge. Here's your path. Here is the bridge that it's going to take you there. But here's the thing. We need to understand that we are the ones who give power to words and to all the events that happen around us. When something bad happens, we can't, for example, 8 of Cups, someone walking away, someone just treating us like we don't matter at all. We can decide for it to be the end of the road, saying, see, this is what happens to me. This is always the case, and I'm not gonna try anymore. I'm gonna give up. This is it. Or Ace of Wands, we can decide to see it as a blessing in disguise, a new spark, a new beginning, and perhaps a message from the universe that is trying to tell you, hey, Virgo, don't you see that you deserve better? So right here, we know very little, obviously, about why certain things happen. But what we do know is that we are always the ones who have to interpret the events, who give meaning to things and to the events that happen. It all happens in our brain, really. Nothing really matters until we give it our own meaning. So what do you do now? You learn how to give the right meaning to this. When you decide to interpret things in a way that it's going to benefit you, you're going to take the power away from this and you're going to redirect that energy into a place where the power goes back to you. This is your bridge. This is your bridge, Virgo. This is what's going to take you here and what's going to shape up the next few years for you. Do not underestimate the power that you have in situations where you feel powerless, okay? Make sure to not underestimate that. Sorry, I want the cards to look nice. All right, let's see then what's coming up in the near future. Let's clarify the 9 of Cups and the Sun. Okay. Wow. Listen, right here, first of all, we have the Seven of Wands, the Three of Cups, but also the Shapeshifter and the Fighter. We see here an important positive event happening. But the main thing that really stands out here is your heart. What I see is an awakening of the heart with this Three of Cups, and an overall shift in your perception, regardless of the fact that you have been beaten down by the events and the experiences that you've gone through recently. Right here, we see a message, a love offer, someone who wants to fight for you, but at the same time, with the Seven of Wands, at least at first, I see you fighting this away, fighting this off, at least at the beginning. But this is something that will make you feel alive, happy. Something or someone coming in full speed, wanting to fight for you. And it's going to put a smile on your face, but deep down, was that Eight of Swords? Yeah. Deep down, you are terrified by this. This is your chance to let the past be the past. And something that you went through and that made you stronger. That's it. You need to experience the dark in order to appreciate the light. And right here, we see that life is really going to change for you. And this is something that you should definitely take advantage of. Everything you went through, you need to understand it wasn't a setback. It wasn't a message from the universe saying, Virgo, you don't deserve this. Just aim lower. No. Everything you went through brought you exactly here, where you are today. And so it's very important to understand why certain things have happened. But next, I want to look into where it's going to take you tomorrow. So let's keep looking into these incoming energies in order to understand how to identify these upcoming events. Let's see who this person might be and how the situation is bound to evolve in the few months ahead. There is so much coming your way. Let's look into this, but also let's look into what else is coming your way in the next few months that you should know about today. If you want to dive deeper into the messages with me, Virgo, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week, I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free, personal, live, 45-minute reading. I send out emails every Monday morning. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Virgo. The bridging energy taking us from this current situation to the incoming events is an unexpected event with the Knight of Wands. It feels like overall, whatever it's coming in and whatever is putting this huge smile on your face, it's definitely something that you were not expecting. Not from this person, not right now, not in this context, not with this tone. Overall, what we see here is someone impulsive, someone charming, someone in a way who acts as though they have no fear of rejection, but someone who instead is definitely emotionally invested in this. Therefore, they do have that Eight of Swords energy as well, fearing that maybe things are not going to work out, but they're not letting this energy stop them. This is the moment in which you're going to discover a new side of this person. You're going to see things you didn't see before. Oof, the Lovers. I'm not going to get it. We'll see if it comes back up. You'll see things you haven't seen before. And I do really think that this is going to be the beginning of something much, much bigger. So, by the way, oh my God, the Lovers right here as well keeps popping up, but I don't want to get it yet. We'll see. Now, let's see then what this is going to be about. It feels like this event is the starting point. So let's focus on the Knight of Wands. Okay, the Hermit and the Three of Wands out of the blue, telling you something that you were not expecting. And here we see exactly what they're going to tell you. So what we see here